Greetings to all of you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is amalightworker. Welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for visiting my channel again. I will be doing an Akashic Records reading for November 2024 for each and every sign of the zodiac. If you are chatting, please say hello to me in the chat. I can see Green Baby 123. How are you? Do let me know where is it that you are chatting from. I'm not going to begin the zodiac signs right away. I will give a little time for everybody to log into your accounts. Some of you don't get notified on time. So I will be focusing in for November 2024. I know I am a little late. The month has already started. I will be looking over the general energies and then I will break it down sign per sign. Okay. If you like to reach out to me so that you can book a private consultation with me, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com. You can always email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. My contact information is posted right here in the chat, but also down here below in the show more description box. If you are following along with me, I would ask you to help me with the timestamps once I'm done with the reading for each zodiac sign. I can see Rudy Tavares from Portugal. How are you? How is everything going for you? Okay. So, general energies for November 2024, it's very important that you listen to this part in addition to listening for your zodiac sign, sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign. November 2024 will prove to be life-changing for each and every one of you, regardless of your zodiac sign. Many of us are meant to reach an important milestone or an important breakthrough. Lots of areas of our lives are going to be affected. Health is coming through very, very powerfully. For a lot of us, we are going to have something going on with our health, whether it is something minor or something more difficult. Difficult circumstances with health related issues. For some of you, it may also be more specifically connected to chronic conditions. I'm also getting the sense that for many of us, there's going to be important changes that could be affecting work, career, and money. Okay? That it's going to show up in the form of either a promotion finding you, you cutting ties with negative people in the workplace, negative clients. Thus, as you are closing one door intentionally, okay, new opportunities, a new door opens up. So for many of us, this could be the month that you are thinking about a closure, an ending of some sort. So you are doing that on purpose after thinking things through. But for other ones, it could be that in November, an important closure, an important ending, something being completed that turns out to be deeply significant happens. So whatever ends right now, whether it's a job contract, whether it's an agreement, a friendship, a relationship, whatever it is for you and your circumstance, it's meant to be. It feels very karmic. And it feels that for many of us, we are going to be blessed with some type of new beginning. For some of you, could be like a small kind of new beginning, okay? Tiny little things that initiate now, that begin now, that find you now. But for others, this could be important new beginnings, like turning over a new chapter of your life. Creativity is very highlighted. Anything that is consider to be creative projects. You could be tapping in more into your own personal sense of creativity, intuition, psychic power. All of this seems to be very highlighted for the month of November 2024. So November 2024 is the month for you to get up, do what you always said you're going to do. So it's time for action. Okay, don't just follow through with words. Let your action show it. So if you wanted to write a book, publish a book, get in touch with friends, organize gatherings, it's time for action. Okay, it's time for action, because overall it's going to turn out to be a life-changing month for many of you, but there's also going to be nonstop communication, news that is going to come to you and may find you by surprise. People that may declare something and it may get you by surprise, or it's going to be very shocking. Okay, so while like a lot is happening in just 1 minute. Okay, life is happening. There's a lot going on mentally, emotionally. So there's news. You never know how this news is going to hit you. So that's the general energy for November 2024. So it's very important that as you are listening for your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign, you also listen to the general energies for November, so that your personal zodiac sign will make better sense to you. I can see Liz in the chat. Hi, how are you? So you seem to be in East Coast today. Good for you. So now we are going to break this down in the zodiac signs. I'm still running the special as channeled, as suggested, as created by the Akashic Records. It is a package that includes 3 healings that are concentrated on money and finances. The other one is concentrated on your health. And the third one is concentrated in love and relationships, which makes perfect sense given the energy of November that we just spoke about it. And in the package, as a gift for whoever purchases the package, it includes 3 personal energy clearings and 3 low frequency energy healings. If you'd like to know more details about the package, either send me a comment right here in the chat or in the comment section down here below, or email me at amalightworker.com. The energy exchange for that is 444. These are the numbers that the Akashic Records gave me, because they also tell me the price for it, because I am not doing this. This is a collaboration. It's a channeling through the Akashic Record. So they dictate the healing and the prices. So I hope that this is making sense to you. Hi, love, Spirit 888. How are you? So now let's begin with Aries. Aries, sun, rising, or moon. November 2024. You are going to be left shocked, astounded, amazing, or amazed by something. There could be multiple people in your life that you are going to be shocked or surprised by their behavior, what they're saying, what they're doing. In some ways, this may turn out to be a positive thing, okay? But it also feels that you personally are going to come to important conclusions. You're going to be able to make decisions that you are struggling to make for the longest time. If you are somebody who had to go through an inner dialogue, inner dilemma, okay, not knowing what to do, which direction to go, it feels that in November, not right away from the beginning of November, but in November, you are going to be able to make a choice, to take a direction, to be in peace with yourself, and to follow through with this decision. For a lot of you, it feels like many of these decisions, or at least one of them, is going to feel deeply emotional to you. So for some of you, these are emotional decisions that you are basing on your emotions. It could be about matters of love, relationships, so matters of heart, okay? But it also feels that around this time, if you had to make important decisions about money, investments, retirements, so anything in connection to money, okay, it feels like these decisions are also going to be deeply emotional for you. So it's very important that you distinguish between clearing your head, gaining clarity of your mind, so that you can make the proper decision, just like a businessman or a businesswoman would. Okay, and know when to separate your feelings about money or the circumstance involving money. If you are someone who has been exhibiting some signs of post traumatic stress disorder, it can be that in November you finally either realize that, or you find a treatment for it, or you find a way to manage it. If this is not happening to you personally, Aries, this may be happening to someone very close to you in your life. Okay, they may be talking about post-traumatic stress disorder and or stress. Okay, and they may be sharing with you what are they doing to manage the stress. You could be the one trying to help another person specifically with matters of post-traumatic stress disorder or just stress in general. So if you go with the flow, okay, don't go by your expectations. Okay, if you go with the flow, because it's going to be like a mile a minute, okay, okay, things may be changing day to day, emotions may be changing day to day, situations could be ever changing in November, nothing feels stable. So go with the flow, okay, and you're going to feel much more in charge and in control, because ultimately November may turn out to be a blessing for your areas, but you got to be able to see the larger vision, the bigger vision. So the larger future, the faraway future, as well as the immediate future. There's a lot of emphasis right now in the immediate future. What do you need to do today? Okay, what do you need to do this week? Focus more on what do you need to do today. Take it one day at a time, take it 1 week at a time. In order for you, this is going to make better sense, so that if you take it day by day, this is going to give you a better understanding, a better sense of what your future could be. So anything that you are doing now, it feels like you're going to reap the rewards of it in 2025. Anything that you initiate now. Okay, so November is very much connected with something positive, something to be celebrated for you in the first 6 months of 2025. And for some of you, the Akashic records are saying that congratulations are in order. Whatever makes sense to you, okay? So let me know at the end of the month what exactly that meant for you. What was the congratulations about? Because that could mean different things to different Aries out there. And try to be centered as much as you can, because you're going to feel like you are at the center of the cyclone, okay, or at the center of the hurricane. So try to be as centered as you can, and that's going to help you to be as focused as you can. You do have a lot of help around you. I see a community around you, extended family, neighbors, a community that it's coming to be there for you. For some of you, it's going to be through online support that somehow is showing up for you. And you got a lot of support in the angelic realms in November. Your angels are all around you, trying to communicate with you. And for you in particular, I get coins. Okay, every time you find a coin, it's a sign that angels are there to protect you or to make a wish come true. So connect to your angels in November 2024. And remember to listen to the general energy for November. Taurus, Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon. This is your month. In many ways, you're going to be in the spotlight. For some of you, you're going to feel celebrated. Either a presentation you give around this time is going to go very well, a test, an examination, Some project at work, collaborations may turn out to be particularly very satisfying around this time. But at the same time, Taurus in November, past will catch up with you. Okay, so you may have to address some matters of the past, whether it is that you have to address some matters of friendships, communities that you belong to, clubs, groups, organizations that you belonged to, reconnecting with old friends, making new acquaintances, finances. There's something about finances that somehow catches up with you now. There's going to be new information that will be shown to you or that you may discover around finances, transactions, business dealings, investments, situations involving money. Okay, you may have to address them right away. It could be about a bill that shows up or something that you thought you paid. There's going to be some delays in paying money or receiving money. So pay attention to affairs around finances. There's going to be something for you to address right away in the month of November. Many of you could be looking at future possibilities. You may be looking at faraway possibilities here on buying, selling property, moving, remodeling a home, downsizing, or moving to a bigger property. If you are in a business partnership, there's going to be important things here to discuss with you and your business partner. If you do work with clients around this time, a major client suddenly leaves or leaves you, or they don't give you any more business. So there's a lot of things here for you to consider and to reconsider. If there has been anything around lies, deceiving, you covering the truth, you pretended to be someone that you are not, somehow all of this will be uncovered. Okay, whether this involves a work related situation or a family related situation or cheating on your partner. This is what the Akashic records are showing me. It feels like pay attention here because it could be a tiny little detail that escapes your attention, and that could be uncovering a whole nother truth on one hand. On the other hand, it could be that it is you, Taurus, that suddenly you uncover the truth about a neighbor, about a relationship, about a partner that you have or a spouse that will open up a discussion with a lot more questions. Maybe they're trying to cover something up because they don't want to upset you. Okay. So, important conversations around money, shared finances, shared properties are happening right now in November. But ultimately, it feels like whatever falls through, whatever doesn't make it in November, it feels that it was never meant to be. I actually see you moving in life pretty quickly. So it feels like an opportunity closes, another one opens, like one door closes, another one opens. And many of you are maybe dealing with multiple opportunities, and it may feel a little bit shocking or surprised in the beginning, but ultimately this could lead to better things for you. So Taurus, remember also to listen to the general energies at the very beginning of the video for the month of November. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the next sign, Gemini, Gemini Sun, Rising, and Moon. There is this understanding or this agreement between you and another person. This could be a legal agreement, this could be a mutual understanding, this could be something written or a verbal agreement of some sort. And it feels that sometimes it feels like everything is on standby, waiting to see what happens or waiting for this person. And then, boom, like something opens up pretty quickly. So there's going to be a lot of important communication coming to you, Gemini, but also from you. Okay, there's a lot of news, shocking news. You may just have to show up for someone who needs your time, attention, your help around this time. Could be a family member that maybe they need you in some way, they need you to step up for them. So there's going to be news about somebody not feeling well, feeling under the weather. Maybe they are stressed about the results of some medical testing or a medical procedure. So for some of you, you're going to feel that everywhere you go, people have something going on with their health. So you may have to better manage your time. So because you are going to be asked to step in and to help someone. Pay attention to your investments, financial investments, past investments, current investments, future investments. There's going to be important news conversation around taxes, reimbursements that you are entitled to get around this time. But there's also a lot of energy going on for you about family, friends, gatherings. Other people may just show up to support you in some way. When you need support, you are going to have those moments when you are going to need a friend, when you are going to need words to comfort you, when you may be needing somebody to give you a chance or an opportunity. Some of you will be given an opportunity, or you may be looking to kind of show off or showcase your talent, your skill, either in a conference, through a presentation, in a meeting. Some of you may be thinking about showcasing your arts, paintings. Some of you are working on a book. So it feels like very creative. Whatever you are doing, it feels very creative. And I'm also seeing a lot of you who are into performing arts being called for a casting, or maybe you um, uh, I don't know what to call it, but you're receiving a call, and they want you to go in for like a second. I don't know what to call it. You know, you're trying to get a part, a role in a movie or in a commercial, and you get a call, or maybe you get a second call. They want to test you one more time. So you are not going to go unnoticed. For some of you, your love life is going very good, very well. But it also feels that for some of you, it is around this time that you may be having a chance here to either go on a date with somebody else, or for some sort of a romantic situation between you and another person. And that is regardless of the fact whether you have someone important in your life, you are in a relationship or married. There could be some flirtation here for some of you. It could be innocent for some of you, but for other Geminis, it could be something a little more than just an innocent flirting going on. So anything that you are doing, the way how you're dressing, what's happening with you in your life is going to be center stage. A lot of people may be talking about you around this time. So I hope that this is making sense to you, Gemini. Don't skip the general energies of November at the beginning of the video. Cancer, Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. It feels like this may turn out to be your lucky month. You may not look at it this way. It could be that a couple of months down the line, you connect the dots and you come to that realization that November was a lucky month. Everything turned around for the better, for the best in November 2024. So, where in your life things haven't been working out? What are those areas of your life that you have been struggling, having difficulties with? It feels that from November and on, everything turns around for the better. I'm seeing tiny little changes, okay, between November, December, January, February, so on and so forth. And before you know it, okay, in the next 6 months, your whole life has turned around for the better. So pay attention to the tiny little changes that are happening for you in November, particularly encounters, people you are running in to, new acquaintances, old acquaintances, reconnecting with people, old conversations, old deals that were off the table. Now suddenly they are on the table and available again. So there is this energy of change all around you, Cancer. If you are not looking for a change, change will find you. Okay, so focus on the idea of bringing luck. Okay, even though it may not feel like that for some of you, meditate on that, focus on that. Your luck is shifting for the better. There's going to be important conversations about inheritances, properties, shared properties that maybe the family shares together, childhood memories. There's going to be a lot of conversations about elderly, taking care of parents, uncles, aunts, grandmothers. So, taking care of the older generation in some ways. And some of you are happy to do that. I also see some of you volunteering or donating to something that you believe in. So there's a lot of community-based activity, okay, and family-based activities for a lot of you Cancerians. And the Akashic records are showing me birds. I'm seeing a lot of birds in your Akashic records. And it feels like it could be one of those things that turns out to be very lucky for you, whether it is a painting of a bird, a drawing of it, images of birds, dreaming about birds, real birds in nature. Okay, focus on the symbolism of birds. Okay, because that may turn out to be very lucky for you. Maybe you carry around, like, I don't know, postcards depicting a bird. That may turn out to be very lucky for you. Some of your investments are going to start to give you a profit around this time. So I hope that that made sense to you, Cancer. Also, please do listen for the general energies of November at the beginning of the video. Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Rising, Leo Moon. Embrace yourself. Sometimes you just don't know what to do first, where to go. For some of you, if you do work with clients, I'm seeing a lot of clients coming your way. If you do work with commission, it feels like that is going pretty well right now. So it feels like there's a lot of money, and there's a lot of money coming your way. Okay, this could be through the work that you do. This could be people feeling generous toward you and they give you cash or gifts. For some of you, this could be business deals that are going very, very well around this time. But for some of you, they're showing me that it could be that your business partner brings in more money. It could be that your spouse makes better money around this time, or people with whom you are financially linked, they bring in more money. So there is a great turning around for the better when it comes to money, financial dealings, a business deal. So a circumstance involving money. At the same time, you have to be around with your personal goals. Don't reveal anything too soon, too quickly. Okay, and you got to show toward yourself a huge deal of patience. Be more kind to yourself. Take your time. Okay, I know you have responsibilities, but that is not an excuse for you not taking better care of yourself. I'm seeing for a lot of you Leos, like either going for a spa, a facial, a massage, or just taking your time and giving to yourself like a spa day at home. You take a bubble bath, you put a mask on, maybe a glass of champagne or wine, just unwinding. Many of you are going to find yourself in romantic situations. It could be that your partner or your spouse romances you around this time, but it feels like romance generally is in the air for many of you. So when it comes to difficulties communicating with a family member, a sibling, family, extended family, there's something there that is shifting. There's definitely something that needs to happen, like an important conversation. You need to clear the air about something. You may have to talk about an inheritance, money, jobs. Okay. So there's a lot here to clear, to talk about it. But it feels like once you have this conversation, you get this out of the way, it gets better. So you're going to feel that you are bonding better with a person with maybe bonding didn't feel as easy. It could be one of your children, a sibling, a spouse, so someone else in the family. But again, it feels like a very uncomfortable situation or a conversation that needs to happen about money, properties and inheritances, or settling an estate, okay, before things get better. So difficult in conversations need to happen. You cannot postpone it any longer. So that's what they're showing me around Leo. And I'm also sensing some sort of a proposal coming your way. Okay, it could be a proposal for money, collaborations, a marriage proposal, a dating or a romance related situation. Like I'm seeing proposals coming your way. You could be the one thinking of proposing as well. So I hope that this is making sense to you, Leos. Don't skip the general energies of November. There, I mentioned those at the beginning of the video. Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. You have to have better trust in yourself. Okay, trust in yourself, but at the same time know when is it that you have to let go, because universe has more control over it. You did your job, so whatever you need to do, get it done, get in action. Whether it is that you need to complete projects at work, whether you have to deal with your home repairs, issues that you need to address around your home, whether it is about going over your finances, see what's going on with your financial situation, or even getting a better hold of your emotions, because November is going to be a deeply emotional month. Okay, like how you feel one moment, you're not going to feel the next moment. So your emotions are interchangeable throughout November. Some of you are preparing, you may be getting news or information about you being granted more responsibilities. So there's going to be news or information around you being promoted, thus more responsibility. It could be that some of you are preparing to take office, whatever that means for you. So for some of you, it's about preparing to take office. So there's political involvement or getting some form of a government related job or a government related contract heading your way, Virgos. But I'm also seeing for a lot of you having a great deal of luck when it comes to signing contracts. This could be rental contracts, insurance contracts, business deals, marriage contracts, prenuptial agreements. It could be anything. Okay, but I'm seeing you feeling very lucky that you are securing something and you're sealing it with your signature. For some of you, it could be about divorce proceedings or divorce settlements that are taking place. Okay, so both parties sign and agree and it's a done deal. Okay, and it feels like you may want to look back at what was happening in your life in the year 2008, in the year 2009, maybe for some parts of 2010, because somehow the energy feels the same. You may not necessarily deal with the same people. It could be similar emotions that you are going through or similar circumstances for you, Virgos. And it feels like there's some form of a cash payment or like a good dose of cash coming your way. Pay attention to anything that you are trying to mail, okay, or anything that is being shipped to you. Double check the information, the address, because there could be some sort of a tiny little misunderstanding with things being mail that you are shipping out or things being shipped to you. So that I hope that this is making sense. Virgo, pay attention especially to cover your shoulders, your throat, your teeth, dental health. sinuses, maybe a headache here and there are showing up for you. So pay attention to these things, especially if you happen to have a chronic condition, and let go. Whatever it is that you need to let go of, let go. That's what I'm keep getting around you, Virgo. Please remember to listen to the beginning of the video where I talk about the general energies of November, because they are going to be important for you to listen to. Libra sun, Libra rising, and Libra moon. There's a turning around of events for the better. Anything that comes to an ending now, or anything that gets completed now, it wasn't meant to happen sooner at an earlier time. It feels that whatever happens now, something that ends, something that begins, you are going to be able to make your peace with it. The timing will feel perfect. I see many of you feeling rushed. There's either traffic, you're trying to get to work, or there's a long line of people at the cashiers, at the cash register. So there is a certain sense of urgency. You may be dealing with tiny little delays or running late, but ultimately everything will be fine. If you are a Libra that you have to take a test, an examination, maybe you go to school, maybe taking a course or class, maybe you have to take a test in connection to a license, or a permit, it feels like there's good energy all around it. Okay, so you're going to feel very successful or accomplished. Okay, I'm seeing for a lot of you working either toward a certification or a diploma or a degree, getting good grades. You may be dealing with a circumstance where either you are in charge of training people or you may be trained into something new. So there's a lot of learning, or even you teaching yourself something, trying to learn something on your own, following instructions, or building something and you follow, there's a instruction booklet that you are following. It feels to go well, but it is okay to ask for a tiny little help here and there. I'm seeing a lot of you receiving some good news in regards to selling land. Selling a land, selling a piece of property. I see congratulations are in order. And it feels like before you know it, you have to pack. Okay, I see a lot of you dealing with banks, bank accounts, opening one, closing one. So you may be dealing with different banks at the same time. So there's a lot of banking situations going on with you in November, Libra. So if you were trying to reach an agreement of some sort, it could be through courts, it could be about a business deals, it could be something legal. It feels very successful. Okay, it finally ends, comes to a conclusion. It ends. That's what I'm getting around that. And some of you may be settling out of court if that's the situation for some of you. So I hope that this is making sense to you, Libras. Remember to listen to the beginning of the video where I talk about the general energies of November, because there could be important information there for you. Scorpio, Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising, and Scorpio moon. You're going to feel like the spotlight is on you. Okay? There's going to be at least one person who's not going to let a stone unturned. Okay? Just to find out more information about you, to get in touch with you. You literally are going to feel like this person is spying on you. Okay? This could be somebody who is on your social media trying to find out where you are, what you are doing. This could be like a long lost friend that is trying to reach you at this time, and it could be a happy reunion for some of you. But for other Scorpios, this feels a little bit more of a romantic situation here. Hi, Angela. How are you? That's my cousin over there. So it could be that for some of you, this could be a little bit more of a romantic situation where somebody is trying to figure out whether you are open to dating or not. So there could be some misunderstandings here in regards to a date or a dating situation. but it feels definitely that you have your sexual energy on, you're charming someone off in November, and you may not even be aware of that. Scorpio, maybe I said this before for you in other months, but the Akashic records are repeating again that there's going to be a lot of sexual healing happening for you in November. Some of you have to go through some minor medical procedures, blood test, or other medical examinations of some sort. So it feels like it may turn out to be like tiny little issues for you to address, not necessarily a huge medical issue, but it could be tiny little things that you get to address in November and December so that your health turns around for the better. So it feels like for some of you may be feeling a little bit weak or tired or even sleepy throughout November. Your career turns around for the better. Either you are successfully finishing a major project, you're going to get a lot of compliments and accolades about it. For some of you, you may be offered to take over a different job position with a lot more responsibilities, maybe a higher position. It may not be officially offered to you just yet. This could be like non-official negotiations or proposals coming your way. When it comes to money, it feels that you're generating more of a cash flow coming your way, whether it is through a personal business that you have, being self-employed, or through your work. I'm also seeing a lot of commission checks for those of you who work with commission. It feels that you are now attracting the right people coming to you, whether it could be the right clients, the right boss, the right people who notice something about you, notice your talents, notice your skill, and they know exactly what job to give you. Okay, the right people who maybe you want to befriend. Okay, it's like a whole new social circle suddenly opens up for you, Scorpio. So it feels like little by little you are learning to make peace with yourself, you are learning to make peace with your past, you are learning to make peace with your decision. When it comes to your love life, whether you are in a committed relationship, married, or single, it feels like somehow your love life will let you feel a little bit surprised. So what's happening in love or in the love department will make you feel surprised, Scorpio, and in a good way, not necessarily in a negative way. Uh, there's a good way about how love may end up surprising you. Okay, in November. I hope that this is making sense to you, Scorpio. So go back to the beginning of the video and listen to the general energies for November 2024, because there's going to be important messages for you there. Sagittarius, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. November 2024. There's a lot going on. For some of you, you may have to deal with trips, traveling, dealing with visas, travel documentations, citizenship matters, having to address something legal contracts, having to deal with lawyers, the legal system, or the justice system. So it feels like a lot is opening up. A lot is happening pretty fast. There's documents that are going through, are finally being processed, or they're being approved. This may be happening through banks, or the banking system could be about a mortgage or important transactions that need to happen now. Okay, so it feels like something is being approved, okay, and it's proceeding rather quickly. And maybe in the past couple of months you felt a little stuck, okay, and now suddenly everything is happening, everything is going right, one thing after another. Okay, so it feels like you're going to end up being very busy, either with family life, with work, with social life. So there's a lot to do. So the advice is here to uh you don't have to handle everything on your own. Make sure that you know how much you can handle. It's okay to delegate your responsibilities. Like, it feels like around this time there's the possibility of you opening one more source of income. Okay, this source of income may be happening through your husband or your wife. Maybe they create some form of one more source of income. It could be through online sources of income that you create. Could be that one of your children, maybe around this time, they get a job. But it feels like there's talks about one more source of income that may also show up through you, through government sources, government channels, 401k, Section 8, assistance, financial assistance, medical assistance, money coming to you through insurances or through settlement. So the month may start off with like intensity for many of you, but it may end up ending on a much more lower and peaceful note. It is very important, Sagittarius, that you allow time and space to talk to yourself. Make sure about exactly what you need, what you want, and how you feel. And pay attention here because your feelings are going to constantly change. And if you are going through that change of emotions, this is not the best place for you to make important life decisions. Okay, something may end up being delayed or postponed. And if it does happen, it's going to turn out to be a blessing. So you are advised to go with the flow, go with the flow, go with the flow. I hope that this is making sense to you. Please listen to the beginning of the video where I talk about the general energies for November because there's going to be important information for you in there. Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon. They are congratulating you. You have done an excellent work when it comes to your self growth as a soul, when it comes to self improvement as a person in a physical body, okay, as a soul in a physical body. But it feels that sometimes it's okay to accept yourself for who you are. You do not have to constantly improve yourself. Right now, you are being called Capricorn to just enjoy life for what it is right now. You need to focus more on right now, today, living life for now. Right now, what do I need to do? Right now, how I feel. Right now, I'm celebrating myself. Right now, I'm celebrating my significant other. Right now, I'm celebrating my children. Okay? So pay a little bit more attention to the tiny little signs around you. I'm seeing feathers. Pay attention to the symbolism of a feather. Again, it could be in a video, it could be in a movie, it could be in a commercial, it could be real feathers that you find, it could be in a dream, it could be in a catalog that you are watching, in a book. They're mentioning feathers, or there's paintings or videos of feathers. Pay attention to that because it feels that whenever you think of a feather or you see a feather or there's talks about a feather, it feels like good luck is descending on you. No matter how you feel about yourself and no matter how you feel about this life that you have now, what's happening in November is that good karma from previous lifetimes. As a soul, you get reincarnated in different bodies all the time, okay? Because your soul never dies. And there's got to be, at least in one lifetime, that you did something good, that somehow it returns to find you in this lifetime. Your heart is healing physically for those of you who seem to have heart related issues. It's healing emotionally for those of you who need to find emotional healing right now. And before you know it, you're going to feel more connected and in tune with your body. There's got to be something physically or medically happening that you may have to address in November. So pay attention to your health. But if anything were to happen, it feels like you are in the right environment. You're going to get the right support and the right help given to you. So trust in the process. If you have to give up something so that you find a bigger blessing, then so be it. Okay? If it means that you have to give up on something so that you close the door on the situation, then so be it. Whatever you have to give up on, you're going to be gaining so much more. Okay? Um, there's a wish that is coming through for you. Some of you may be working with a vision board. Some of you may be working with a wish list. You may be learning about manifestation and the law of manifestation or the law of attraction. But before you know it, it feels like maybe you haven't thought about it in such a long time, okay? Like it feels like a wish is coming true, and it could be that other people show up to make this possible for you, Capricorn. Some of you are celebrating an important milestone when it comes to either your love life or maybe an anniversary that celebrates you and him or you and her, because this is for everybody, like something important being celebrated in a love related situation, in a relationship, or in a marriage. So for some of you, it could be reaching a milestone of some sort. And it feels like some of you are going to have a great deal of luck to online activities, whether you are posting something online, you're getting more followers, you're posting videos, pictures, reels, you're getting more subscribers, maybe you're posting your resume online, or you are communicating with a potential employer. They want you to send them your CV or your CV via email. So it feels like even when it comes to online dating, for some of you may turn out to be very lucky for some of you. Okay, so there is these peaceful exchanges of emails or chatting, even connecting to people who live in different countries. Maybe these are friends or family you haven't spoken or heard from in a while. I see a lot of you communicating with foreigners or people who live in foreign countries. So I hope that this is making sense to you, Capricorn. Please do listen. Go back and listen to the beginning of the video, because I'm doing their general energies for November, and that's going to make sense to you when you listen to it. Okay. So we just did Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken. So now we have Aquarians. Aquarius. Sun, rising, and moon, November 2024. You have to stay calm and you have to stay grounded. There's a lot of news coming your way. And don't freak out. The calmer you are, it may turn out not to be a big deal. However, you are going to feel somehow under the pressure either to do a good job, or you're going to feel like everybody's eyes are on you. So for some reason, you're going to feel either a situation is pressuring you, or a person is pressuring you, or work seems you are under a lot of pressure at work. Some of you may have to address health related issues that maybe originated some time ago, but you have to go back for like a second checkup. You have to double check with another doctor. For some of you, it could be that you're just doing your usual annual checkup. So there could be like tiny little things for some of you, one thing after another, that you have to address when it comes to your health. For some of you, it's going to be related to your physical appearance. You may be thinking of doing something different with your physical appearance, with your hair, the way you dress, how you present yourself to others, maybe cosmetic procedures at this time. I see many of you being behind the wheel and trying to get to and from somewhere, and maybe you haven't been in that place for such a long time. Maybe you haven't driven in such a long time, and suddenly now you have to drive. That could be the case for some of you. I see many of you launching something new, organizing an event, launching a book, launching an art show. If you have like a spirituality based business, you may be launching new energy work, new classes, new programs that you put together. Some of you may be signing up for self-development courses. You may be signing up for psychic and intuition related courses, energy courses. I see some of you visiting a dentist office. Some of you could be going for acupuncture. I see some of you talking about Ayurvedic medicine and maybe getting some treatments there. So some of you are not just looking for, so it feels like you are addressing whatever is going on, not just with your doctor, but also naturopath, alternative medicine, energetically. So it feels like you are truly going to feel focused on improving your body, improving your health, if there is anything going on. And it feels that you may not even be aware, but you are impressing someone right now. Could be a friend that is very impressed by you, could be someone that may have a romantic interest in you, and they're very, very impressed by you and your performance, your energy around this time. But again, it doesn't feel like you are focused on who's paying attention to you. You're just focused on living your life. But it feels like somebody may be trying to pay a compliment, or trying to ask you out, or trying to find out whether you are interested in them in some ways. Around this time, you may be getting reconnected with some people that you haven't seen in such a long time. You may be reconnecting with them through social media, Facebook. You may run into them into different events. They may be coming to visit you. There's going to be talks about international travels, visas, citizenships. There's going to be something here that is going to be very easy for you to get, particularly if you have been going through some form of an immigration procedure, or maybe you applied for a visa. So something here gets facilitated or gets approved. You get like the stamp of approval. Okay, pay attention with your spending. I see money coming your way, maybe a little bit more money than usual. It could be a bonus, it could be more clients if you work with clients, but it also feels that your feelings are interchanging about how your looks, how you feel. So you may end up regretting some of your purchases. Okay, so make sure that you know the return policy, make sure that you keep the receipts just in case you change your feelings and you may want to return something later. And I don't know why, but the Akashic records keep repeating Aquarius. Aquarius, not everything is lost. Not everything is lost. Not everything is lost. I also get a sense of you finding coins in your jacket, in a purse, like finding stuff that you forgot that you had it. Like you go to put on that old jacket that you wore last winter, and you find something in its pockets. But there's also the sense that a very important message will find you now, coming to you from one of your ancestors who has crossed over. They may be coming to you with a message in your dreams. You may be getting a message through a medium in a mediumship session where they communicate with you, but it's all going to feel very comforting, very, very, very comforting around this time. Okay, so there's going to be moments when family and friends may gather because either they want to support, because it feels like they're trying to support either you or somebody else in the family who is going through a grieving period. So there's a lot of support, but you also are going to show up in some ways to support your community, neighbors, family. They need you in some way, and you may just decide to show up for them, or whether they need you emotionally to be there for them, or to help where they need you to help them in some way. So there is this sense that people show up to support you, but you also show up to help and support others. So it's very important that you stay grounded. There's a lot of changes a mile a minute happening around you, but ultimately you are going to be left with this feeling of luck turns around for the better. Where things felt difficult, now there's an ease to it. You're easing up to it. So remember, you have a lot of support from the cosmos, planetary movements. The next upcoming year will turn out to be your year, Aquarius. 2025 is your year, if not more than just 2025. Okay, so you're entering a phase of your life where you're going to find more stability in every area of your life. Life is happening. Okay, good things are going to start to happen. 2025 will be your year. So I hope that this is making sense to you. Do go back to the beginning of the video so you can listen for the general energies of November. There's going to be important messages for you in there, Aquarius. Pisces, Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. Some of you are getting a promotion. It may not be effective right away, but there's going to be talks and negotiations around it, particularly around the end of November or beginning of December. For some of you, you're going to have the impression that people are feeling very generous toward you. You may be receiving gifts, you may be receiving compliments, you may be receiving gifts of cash. People want to treat you, they want to take you out, pay for your lunch, take you out to dinner. So it feels like all of the work that you have done before, now suddenly people seem to notice you, they seem to appreciate you more, they seem to value you, whether these are people you share a household with, people in your life like family, friends, co-workers. So management, if you have a management where you work, they seem to be nicer to you, they seem to give you credit where credit needs to be given, and tell you what do you need to fix if that is the case. Okay, I am seeing many of you having to deal with an important authority figure like a director, a CEO, a prime minister, um, a mayor. This could be an important political figure, this could be an important religious figure, or a celebrity or a well known figure in your area. So, some of you may be interacting with them in some ways, and I'm seeing some of you being rewarded. This could be a certificate of the Employee of the Month. So there's rewards coming to you in some ways. You may be nominated for something. You may be nominated through an organization, a group that you belong to, a club. You may be nominated for something. So you are in the run for something, and you may not even know it until you receive this nomination. Pay attention to where you are placing things: purses, shoes, jackets, money. Remember in what account, bank account, you deposited what check. Okay, what goes where, because you may be a little bit confused about it, especially if other people have access. Maybe you share accounts with other people, so keep track of everything, because there's going to be a little bit some confusion around there. There are some delays when it comes to money that you give out, whether it's to pay bills or to pay others or to donate or give to others, and money coming in your way. It's definitely coming, but there's going to be some little misunderstandings, miscommunications, or some delays about it. Now, in November, there are going to be some delays here and there. Okay, especially when it comes to travel or commuting to work, but ultimately everything will be fine. Some of you may be thinking of giving your resignation. That could be the case for some of you Pisceans. Okay, because you may be having some other opportunity just dropping in your lap. Okay, and it feels like they want you to start right away. So for some of you, it could be a case that you just give your resignation. I'm also told that some of you Pisceans may be receiving news that you are becoming a grandfather or a grandmother. Okay, you may be becoming an aunt, you may be becoming an uncle. So there is a change in your status in the family. So there's going to be news around a baby, a pregnancy, and it could also be that around this time you receive some good news in regards to your health, in regards to your parents' health, or in regards to the health of a child. Some of you I see some of you going to a clinic or to a hospital. You are either visiting someone in a hospital, or it could be that you may decide to get some sort of a medical intervention around this time, or some sort of a minor surgery. It could be a minor surgery for some of you, but it feels like everything has been pre-scheduled before. So you may be taking like a couple of days off. You may have a holiday where you live in your country, and maybe it's like a long weekend or a long week ahead of you, because I see some of you trying to sleep, but there's like people to see and stuff to do, and there's people coming over for some of you, so you're preparing for like a big feast for people to come over. But remember also to slow down, because you may also be feeling very tired and sleepy. So focus on the balance between doing and resting, and pay attention to your feet. Either your feet are too cold, or you need to find better comfortable shoes. or you may be on your feet too much. Like, pay attention to your feet. You may also feel a little bit clumsy, so pay attention where is it that you are stepping with your feet in November. So your reputation is turning around for the better, and you don't know why this is happening, but it feels like people now see you with a much more positive attitude. Okay, they're more drawn to you in a positive way. So your reputation all over is shifting and changing for the better, and you loving it. Okay, so I hope that this is making sense to you, Pisces. Thank you for staying all the way to the end. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Go back to the beginning of the video and also listen for the general energies of November, because you are going to find important information in there as well. So allow me to remind everyone again about the rebirth package. Is channeled by the Akashic records. They named it, they gave it the rebirth package name. It includes a healing about money, a healing about health, a healing about love and relationships. And for free, in addition to it, as a gift, I'm gifting 3 energy clearings and 3 love frequency healings channeled from the heart of Jesus Christ. Okay, and this is all yours as a package for $444, 444. That's the number that the Akashic records gave it, because every number has a vibration, and that's the number they chose. I know in some cultures number 4 doesn't have a good reputation, okay, but in terms of energies, it's a high vibrational number. If you have any questions about it, or maybe you just want to purchase one of these healing individually, okay, do let me know. Email me about it. Write to me either in the comment section down here below or in the chat right now, and I will be more than happy to accommodate you. I had people who have purchased this package. They seem to be very happy with it. I do check in with them from time to time just to see, how everything is going, and I got a really good feedback. I also offered love frequency healing for $25, and I was amazed by the feedback that people gave me, because it's different for different people. So I also offer that as a service for those of you who are interested. Again, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Visit my website, www.amalightworker.com. I'll leave a comment in the chat if you are interested in any of my services, or talk to me right here in the description box down here below. So I see a few more people. Abstract Wellness, she's one of my students. Love Spirit 888, she's also one of my students. I trained them in Akashic Records. So again, if anybody is interested to be certified as an Akashic Records practitioner, do email me so I can put together a class for you where I also get to certify you level 1, level 2, and if you want to go further, I can also certify you as a teacher of the Akashic Records as well. Hi, Lulu. How are you? Jackie Kettle. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, I cannot give you a message right now, because when you open the Akashic Records, you open the Akashic Records for one specific topic. So right now, I simply open the Akashic Records of the zodiac signs. Okay, you may want to look into a personal reading with me for your so you can get personal messages from your mom to you. You may want to consider that. Christina Violet, hi, how are you? Blue Eyes, Goddess 33, she's another one of my students. Charlie JB, hi, how are you? And I think I said hello to everyone. I don't see any more questions or any comments. Okay, so I will try to reconnect again with you. I will be doing another live, and I will be posting more videos. I will start to now record High Abstract Wellness again. Also, she's traveling on an airplane and she's listening to me. Okay, going on vacation. Where are you heading? Okay. So I will also try, I'm going to start, I haven't recorded yet the new predictions for 2025 for each sign of the zodiac. I will also begin to record those as well. And let me know if you have any more comments or questions. Or again, go and visit my website to find out more about me and my services. If you'd like to purchase the rebirth package or individual healings, not necessarily as a package, do let me know. If you have any suggestions, any videos that you want me to do on a specific topic, any healings, meditations, like I'm open to that. Do let me know your ideas or your requests, and I hope to reconnect with you again in other live streams. Oh, okay. Okay. So abstract wellness is coming back from Dominican Republic. I assumed you had a good time there. Okay, good for you. Okay, so to all of you in United States who celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you. I will try to be on this channel either by posting videos or doing another live before Thanksgiving. Okay, so but I would like to wish you happy Thanksgiving now, and I will reconnect with you again in the next videos. Thank you so much. Remember to like, to share, to subscribe. Okay, and I will happy birthday, Abstract Wellness. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.